Hello viewers, my name is Mahipal Reddy. I am the mathematics tutor. Today I am going to do revision in class 10 mathematics topic coordinate geometry. Students, the whole chapter is divided into 4 topics, and the 4 topics are distance between 2 points, midpoint, and third topic is section formula, and final and important topic is area of triangle. We will see their formulas and the procedure in the upcoming slide. The distance between the 2 points is given by the formula root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. As the name of the chapter itself says, coordinate geometry, all the problems in this chapter are based on the coordinate plane. So I am going to take 2 points, P as minus 1 comma 3 and Q as 3 comma 3. Okay. The distance between the point P and Q is denoted with the formula root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. And if I take a point A in between the line segment P and Q, and this point A is dividing the line segment in the ratio 3:1. Okay. To find coordinate A, which divides the line segment in the ratio 3:1, is solved using the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2 and m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is also called section formula. Okay. And if I want to find a point B, if you see exactly this B is dividing the line PQ into two equal halves, midpoint. To find midpoint of any line segment, we will use the formula x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y1 by 2. Okay. And last formula is area of triangle. Students, in previous classes we used the area of triangle formula as half into base into height. In this class we will use the area of triangle using vertices. Okay. I am drawing a triangle with 3 vertices, and A vertices, A1 I will take as usually x1 y1, B as x2 y2, and C vertices as x3 y3. To find the area of this triangle, we will use the formula half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Now we are going to see the applications of this formula. Students, when the question is asked about type of triangle, okay, or the name the type of quadrilateral, then we are going to use the distance formula. I repeat once again. When the question is asked about this type of triangle or type of quadrilateral or name the quadrilateral, then we are going to use the distance formula. See, we will see type of triangle when 3 vertices or coordinates are given. So we have to find the side AB using the distance formula, then BC, CA. See, if all sides are equal, then it is a equilateral triangle. If 2 sides of a triangle are equal, then it is a isosceles triangle. If no side is equal, then it is a scalene triangle. Now type of quadrilateral. When 4 sides are equal, you have to use the formula, you have to use a distance formula. When 4 sides AB, BC, CD and DA are equal and diagonals AC and BD are also equal, then the quadrilateral is a square. Okay. If 4 sides are equal, sides I mean means you have to find the side using the distance formula. Okay. If AB, after using the distance formula, you will get an answer AB. AB, BC, CD, DA, all sides are equal and diagonals AC and BD are not equal, then it is a rhombus. Students, if opposite sides of a rectangle are equal and diagonals are also equal, then the quadrilateral is a rectangle. Okay. If opposite sides are equal after using the distance formula and diagonals are not equal, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay. Students, I have selected few problems which are related to the distance formula. Okay. The type of quadrilateral, or show that the points form square, show that the 4 points represent rectangle, show that the points represent the rhombus, show that the point represent the parallelogram, and also type of triangle, equidistance problem, origin will usually take as 0 0 and given point as minus 2 3. We all use, for all this problem we will use the distance formula. Okay. and I repeat the distance formula once again. It is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. In the next slide I have taken some problems, solved problems. We will refer it now. So here are the few solved problems. Okay. So the question asks this, the distance between the 2 points is 10 units. In the question, the distance between 2 points, they have given 2 points as 2 minus 3 and 10 comma y, and the distance is 10. So we will equate the distance formula with 10 units. So simplification, 2 minus 10 is minus 8 square, 3 plus y whole square is equal to 100. 10 square is nothing but 100. So I am cancelling the square and square root, and after simplification we will get the answer as y is equal to 3 and minus 9. So the next question they asked is, prove these are the vertices of a rectangle. They have given 4 vertices and they are asked it to prove whether these are the vertices of a rectangle. Already we discussed, in rectangle opposite sides should be equal. Here opposite sides are equal. Okay, 20 20 and 80 80, and diagonals are also equal. If opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal, then these are the vertices of a rectangle triangle. Next topic is midpoint formula and its application. We have discussed that midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Students, midpoint formula is used when the fourth vertex of a parallelogram is to be found out. Okay, and also midpoint of the formula is also used when the center is given and one of the diameter is not given. So in these two cases, in case of circle, in case of parallelogram, we are going to use the midpoint formula. Okay, I have given some few solved problems based on the midpoint formula. We will look into it. Here are few problems related to the midpoint formula. Okay, here the 3 vertices of a parallelogram are given, A, B, C. Okay, they have given A, B, C, and they have not found given D, and they are asking to find the D vertex. To find the D vertex, we have to use the midpoint formula. So in the special property of a parallelogram is the midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoints of BD. Okay, that is the special property of a parallelogram. So we have to find the midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is minus 3 by 2 comma 1, and midpoint of BD is x minus 1 by 2 and y minus 3 by 2. Okay, you see B is here, x1 y1 will take B as x1 y1 and xy as x2 y2, and applying the formula x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y2 by 2, we got the answer as x minus 1 by 2 and y minus 3 by 2. Okay, now we have to equate this midpoint of AC with midpoint of BD. Why we have to equate this? That is the property of a parallelogram. Okay, so I am equating the first coordinate with minus 3 by 2 and second coordinate with minus 1. If I equate first coordinate with minus 3 by 2, I got the answer as minus 2, and if I equate the second coordinate with minus 1, I got the y value as minus 1. So the required fourth quadrant D is minus 2 comma 1. Now we will see the application of the section formula. So we will use the section formula in 3 cases. When coordinates of the point are given in the ratio m1 is to m2, or to find the ratio, when they ask the question is to find the ratio, we will use the section formula, and most importantly when the word trisection is used, we will use the section formula. We use the section formula in 3 cases. 1, coordinate of the point when the ratio m1 and m2 is given. When the word ratio is given, when the word trisection is used, we will use the section formula. Here are few solved examples for section formula. Find the coordinates of the point, divide the line segment. They have given 2 points in the ratio 3:1 internally. So as we know that the section formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2 and m1 by 2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2, where m1 m2 are the ratio. Here m1 is 3 and m2 is, here m1 is equal to 3 and m2 is equal to 1. So we are using in the formula, and we got the point as 7 comma 3. Okay, and we will move to the next example. In what ratio? They used the ratio term ratio, then we are going to apply the section formula. So the coordinate is given as -4, 6, and they are asking to find the ratio. In the earlier question they have given the ratio. Now they are asking to find the ratio. That is the difference between the example 6 and example 7. These are the example problems. Okay, see, after simplification I got the answer as m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. So moving forward, moving to next question, and in this question they have used the word trisection. See, in the trisection means dividing the line in 3 parts. Tri means 3. Okay, as we know, tri means 3. This line segment is made into 3 parts: 1, 2, 3. In fact, 3 equal parts. Okay, so we have to find, in making these 3 points, we have made the point P and Q. Now our target is to find the coordinates of P and Q. To find the P, coordinate of P, this line segment is dividing in the ratio 1 is to 2. To find Q, it is dividing the line segment in the ratio 2 is to 1. Okay, so there are 2 cases. In first case we use the ratio 1 is to 2, and second it is dividing the line segment internally in the ratio 2 is to 1. Okay, and solving we will get the 2 answers, -1, 0 and -4, 2. So therefore trisection of 2, therefore trisection is equal to -1, 0 and -4, 2. The final part of this chapter is area of triangle and its application. We are going to use the area of triangle formula when the 3 points are collinear. Collinear means points lying on the same line. If the points are collinear, then area of triangle is equal to 0. This formula also used it to find the area of quadrilateral. Students, if you remember, in the first topic we find the type of quadrilateral. If the question asked about the type of quadrilateral, we are going to use the distance formula. Okay, if they ask to find the area of quadrilateral, we are going to use the area of triangle formula. Sometimes the question may ask you to find the area of triangle with the given value. Out of these 3 concepts, 1 question is compulsory for your annual exam. We will revise the area of triangle formula once again. It is half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Here are some important problems related to area of triangle. So question is, if the vertices of a triangle are 1, -3, 4, p, -9, 7, and its area is 15. Okay, in this problem area of given as 15 square units, we have to find the value of p. So 3 vertices are given. I have taken the triangle ABC with the given vertex, and I am going to use the area of triangle formula, which is equal to 15. Okay, area of triangle formula is half into x1 y2 minus y3, x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. I am going to represent these vertices as x1 y1, b as x2 y2, and c as x3 y3. If you replace these values in the formula, your equation looks like this: half into 1 p minus 7 plus 4 into 7 plus 3 minus 9 into minus 3 minus p, which is equal to 15. Here 2 is in division. When division goes to other side, it will become multiplication. 15 times 2 is 30, and the left hand side becomes p minus 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 times 4 is 40. Minus 9 into minus 3 is plus 27. Minus 9 into minus p is plus 9p. The simplification parts I am going to do here. So if you clearly observe, there are 10 p's in the left hand side. I am writing 10p, and 40 minus 7 plus 27, which is nothing but plus 60, which is nothing but 30. So 10p is equal to 30 minus 60, which is nothing but minus 30. As we required p value, I am sending the division part, which will become, I am sending the multiplication part, which will become division. So p value will become minus 3. So value of p is minus 3. Such type of problems are very important, and this chapter is application based chapter, and you require a lot of practice to do this problem. Just now we have discussed about the collinear. If the points are collinear, then area of triangle is equal to 0. Okay, there are 3 vertices given as x minus 1, 2, 1 and 4, 5. I am going to take these vertices as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. So if the points are collinear, then area of triangle is equal to 0. So I will use the area of triangle formula is of into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. It should be equated with 0 because area of if the points are given as collinear. Points are collinear, area of triangle is equal to 0. Of into x1. Here x1 is represented as x and y2 minus y3 is represented as 1 minus 5. And x2 is represented with 2 and y3 minus y1. 5 minus of minus 1 is, I will write directly plus 1. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1. Plus x3. x3 is represented as 4 and y1 minus y2. y1 is given as minus 1 and y2 is given as also 1, okay, which is equal to nothing but 0. So this is equal to of into 1 minus y is 4, minus 4, right? 1 minus y is minus 4 into x is minus 4x plus 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 into 4 is, I will directly write as minus 8, which is nothing but 0. When division goes to other side, it will become multiplication. Minus 4x plus 4, which is equal to 0 times 2. So minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Minus 4x is equal to minus 4. So x value will become 1. Minus minus gets cancelled. When multiplication goes to sides, it will become division. 4 by 4 is 1. So the value of x is 1. This is the final problem of the chapter. They are asked to find the area of triangle when the midpoints of the sides of a triangle are given with the 3 vertices. Students, A, B, C are the vertices of a triangle with 3, 2, 5, 4 and 3, 6. D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of BC and F is the midpoint of AC. If we join these vertices, we form a triangle. So we are going to find the area of triangle DEF in this problem. See, D is the midpoint of AB. After applying the midpoint formula, we will recollect the midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. After applying the midpoint formula, the coordinate of D is 4, 3, where x1, y1 and x2, y2 are A, 3, 2 and 5, 4. Similarly, we find the coordinate of E with midpoint formula and the coordinate of E, we got it as 4, 5. We will use midpoint formula to find midpoint of E. Similarly, we will find the midpoint of F. After applying midpoint formula, the coordinate of F is 3, 4. Using the vertices 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, we use the area of triangle formula for DEF, which is the required answer. So now area of triangle DEF is equal to half into 4 into 5 minus 4, 4 into 4 minus 3, 3 into 3 minus 5, which is nothing but 2 by 2 is 1 square 1. Always the ratio of area of triangle of a bigger triangle to the smaller triangle will be 4:1. Thank you for watching.